Hello Leo, and welcome to your bonus reading. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. As always, Leo, I'm going to invite you to like and to subscribe to the channel. This helps creators more than you know, so please send that good energy. It means the world to me. Okay, Leo, I'm going to start as always by picking the general energy. The bonus readings are timeless, but sometimes there's specific months or seasons that come through. I'll let you know, but this is timeless. Whenever you find this reading, it was supposed to bring you messages. I truly believe that. Okay, Leo, give me another card. What is the general energy for Leo? Two of Swords and the Page of Swords. Okay, you could be trying to make an important decision, or there could be an important decision that will have to be made about something. You are in control. You are the one who will choose yes or no, in or out. Are we revisiting this or not? Whatever it is, it's important that you give yourself the time to think about, all the different possibilities. This is not something you should rush. And again, remember that you have control. Very interesting to see so much air energy for you, Leo. There could be something happening during Aquarius season. We are still in Aquarius season for, I think, almost 10 days. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the tarot has to say about it. But you are much more in control than you know about something. And again, you're going to have to take a very important decision. But look, the sun literally fell out of the deck while I was shuffling. So what I know is that the most important thing right now is to trust that you will make the right decision for you. That whatever you choose will bring you where you're supposed to be. To a happier place, a more comfortable place, a place of clarity. The sun is not just a card like, I love the sun card, everybody loves this card, but it's not just a free pass like, hey, happiness, this is it, you have happiness. Happiness is not something you just get to. When it's there, you have to enjoy it, because life is just, a constant spiral. But there's something that brings you closer to the life that you want and what happiness means for you, which is very personal. Look at that. The Tower, the Nine of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles fell out of the deck, so I'm not going to ignore that. There's a lot of jumpers for you today. So, very interesting. It feels like this Tower moment is very emotional. There's like an accumulation of something. An accumulation of something that you've been hiding, feelings that you've been hiding. Either you care about someone, you don't want to show it too much. Maybe you're a little bit confused with what you want right now, where you're going. There's a lot of intensity in your emotions, and I think you're keeping that very secret, very close to your heart. You don't want to seem too much. You don't want to seem weak. And Leo, I've been telling you that for years now. Your vulnerability is one of your superpower. And I feel like when you truly get that, everything changes for you. So yeah, there's an accumulation of something. I feel it's highly connected to your emotion. You've been accumulated, you try to make it work, and now in an instant, it changed. And again, it's bringing you to something very amazing. The Nine of Cups is a wish come true, but we have to acknowledge that it took the whole journey of the cups to get there. To finally say, you know what? I'm content. I'm content with what I have. And you know what? I'm happy. In this moment, I am happy, and I'm going to cultivate that. So there's something changing here. I feel like it could be your perspective on what happiness is, what it means, what it looks like for you. Because with the Page of Swords here, I'm talking about putting your own signature on something, like reclaiming something. Maybe happiness looks a certain way for other people, but for you, it's different. There's something very unique to you, very personal to you. I don't know why I'm feeling a secret, something that you keep very secret, very close to your heart. It's going to shine through for some reason. And maybe you did not want to talk about it because you don't want to jinx it, because you don't want to sound like you're dreaming big and hoping for bigger things. It's going to shine through. You don't even need to show off. People are just going to know and see how happy you look, how you found your place in the world. And it could be connected to so many things. It could be connected to work, relationship, your body, your mental health. It could be connected to so many things. But it feels like right away we start the reading with the Sun and the Tower. Listen, your life is about to change, Leo. This is no joke. The Tower doesn't just show up like that, especially not next to the Sun card. But there is something that you're leaving behind. And by releasing something, by saying goodbye to an era of your life, or maybe saying goodbye to a group of friends for some of you, it could be relocating somewhere, whatever it is, whatever decision you will make for yourself, not only it is freeing you from an energy you've been trapped in, not only it's clearing all the BS and helping you rebuild something on stronger foundation, it is bringing you closer to your guides. Three of Cups to me is our invisible family. It could be your community, of course. It can be so many things. To each their own. Three of Cups has been showing up for me in my journey with tarot as guides. The Three of Cups says, we're here. You know, your guides are always with you. The universe is always working very hard for you to achieve things, even if you feel like nothing's happening. Even when you feel like shitty things are happening to you that are out of your control, actually, it will bring you to a happier place, to a better place. I'm not saying that everything is meant to be, that everything that is very hurtful and scary and horrific is supposed to happen. I'm trying to be very conscientious with the way I use meant to be, because sometimes I feel like horrific things happen and it wasn't meant to be. But it will bring you closer to where you're supposed to be, where you want to go and how you want to feel. I think that this is definitely something important about this reading. It's a lot about how you want to feel more than where you want to be or how you want to look. It's how you want to feel. Have you been feeling a little bit numb recently? Like, I want love, I want good energy, I want this, I need a change. Have you been feeling not necessarily numb, but like stuck, or things are always the same? It's about to change. It's about to change, Leo. 5 of Swords, the Hermit, and 5 of Cups. Okay, so this is exactly what I was talking about. Very interesting how difficult situations will bring us to a better place. It will bring us to a space of healing. It will, in the end, help us feel better. Humans, we grow through challenges and going through uncomfortable things. Discomfort is actually what helps us grow as human. And this is very interesting that we see 2 5s, 2 very uncomfortable energy, emotionally, mentally uncomfortable challenges. And then we have the Hermit in the middle. It's like, hey, yeah, those things happen. They're part of life, but they don't define you. Notice how The swords here are not weighting down the boat. This is so important. The things that you experience, the tower moments, the contractions, all of this, it doesn't define you necessarily. You are the one in control. How do I show up in the world? How do I interact with people? How nice am I willing to be with myself? How much empathy am I willing to show to myself and others? You are in control, not the universe. What are the things that you have control over? Again, how you show up, how you treat people. What I love about the hermit is that he only knows where his lantern is guiding him, which is the next step. And you can see the star here, the beautiful star, healing. How you show up in the world, it impacts others more than you know. It is bigger than you. It is bigger than just the looks or your status. Again, it's about how you make people feel and how you surround yourself with people that make you feel good, make you feel a certain way. And I learned this very, very early in my career. So I used to do hair for 13 years. I did hair. And someone told me that once. I think I was like 17 years old. And they say, people, the clients, they're not going to remember what you wore or if their haircut was perfect or if this and that happened, if the salon was like perfectly clean. People are not going to remember that. Humans remember how they felt. People remember the feelings. And that stuck with me. And I don't know why this is coming up here. I feel maybe it's because the sun is the first card. And that's something that comes up a lot for me with the sun. But remember what I said. I think it's going to be important for some people. Who cares if you show up to your date, with a weird haircut, with a pimple on your face? Who cares if things look very weird, if you're not perfect, if your apartment is not perfect, if you don't have, the greatest technology, whatever, Do you make people feel good when you show up in a room, when you show up at work, when you show up in your relationship? It's all about the feelings. And that's why the Three of Cups is here as center energy. Very interesting. So on the days where you feel like you're not making a difference, what you do is pointless, we all have those days like, oh my goodness, why do I feel that way? Why am I even doing this? Why do I even bother showing up and doing this? Well, because you actually make people feel really good. And everything you do, when you take care of yourself, Queen of Pentacles, when you trust your own wisdom, when you choose to make a decision around what is right for you, everything you do that is connected to you and self-care and self-love, it's actually an act of self-love for others also. It is bigger than you, Leo. Your impact is bigger than you know. And I feel like it's very important. Very important. That's why it's coming up here. Look at that. 9 of Cups, 9 of Wands. So we have 9, 9, 9. I never overlook repetitive numbers. I think numerology is one of the most important things in tarot. 9 is a very intense number because it's so close to 10, okay? So it's like, I know there's a change coming. I know that there's something big about to happen, an ending, a releasing, a new beginning also. But right now, I just feel like I have so much to deal with. So when our nervous system, our intuition, our body, our gut feeling is contracted, is telling us like there's something's wrong. It's not necessarily that there's something's wrong. It's that we are sensing that a change is coming. Your intuition is actually telling you there's a tower moment coming, Leo, and it will be a gift. And it's all about your perspective. It's all about you, how you show up in the world, even on the shitty days. Remember that. It's bigger than you. Self-love and self-care, it is an act of love for others. Remember that. I think it's a very important thing, especially if you've been feeling like you're just going around in circles, like everything you do is pointless, because there's a lot of false stories that you're telling yourself. 5 of Swords, you know, the swords are the brain, the nervous systems, sometimes what we tell ourselves, but is not the truth. I'm not good enough. I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't have this position at work. My partner, I don't deserve them. Whatever it is that you're telling yourself on those very bad days, because I feel like you're having very good days, very bad days. It's like very in and out. Again, the intensity right now is quite, whew, it's on another level. And that's because you're about to experience a huge release, an ending that will bring to something new. 5 of Cups is here again. So you see a lot of repetitive numbers. 5, 5, 5, 5, 9, 9, 9, like all those numbers. Oh, and there's also the 9 here of Hermit. Listen, there's a lot of 9, a lot of 5s here. It's very interesting. I feel like you will definitely get many, many signs from your guides, especially when you are close to this tower moment. This tower moment should not be feared. It's all about your perspective. It's all about trusting that whatever will end is not the end. An ending doesn't mean the end. Because this is about transformation. Just like the Death card in the tarot, which is another card that a lot of people don't like to see. Tower, it takes something away. But it's not an end. It kind of brings something on the compost pile and it's ready to transform. And I think this is what's happening with you. And you're going to be very proud of yourself for how you are responding to this situation, how you are facing this change. And I feel like the you from 5 years ago would be petrified of this change. The you from now, from the present moment, is ready for a challenge. And I think that you're going to thrive in this challenge. And I know in my heart that you will make the right decision for yourself. But all the 5s are coming up to help you remember, it's not because something feels scary, uncomfortable, that it's negative. And that's why you have so much sword energy as general energy. Swords are the mind, the nervous system, the brain, the ego. Again, it's kind of an illusion. It's not as bad as it seems. So you're going to be the one in control. Am I showing up to work with a smile on my face? Am I actually listening when people are talking? How am I showing up? How am I making people feel? And how am I making sure that who I surround myself with, what I choose to consume, so maybe online, you know, the swords to me are a lot about online, maybe social media. How does it make me feel? Is it serving me? Is it helping me feel good? Or should I just, you know, be a little bit more careful? Who I let in, who I make time for, who I show up to, and who I follow online, literally. Like that could be a big thing. Do you need to take a break from social media? Do you need to mute people that have been making you feel bad about yourself? Again, it's all about how you feel. For this reading, not always, but in general. Two of Cups, Magician, and the King of Wands. I told you, this is it. The seeds that you're planting right now, as you are manifesting, as you are letting yourself dream big, keeping hope in your heart for good things, that this Tower moment will actually set you free. As you are planting the seed, it's already expanding. Listen, this is big. Leo, this is so big. I'm going to have to meditate on the cards after because I have a Leo moon and I don't think this reading is for me, but I wish it was. Any Leo moon in the house, let me know in the comments. Or if you have any Leo placement, this is for everyone who connects with the Leo energy. The seeds you're planting right now, the things you're manifesting, you cannot control how they're going to show up. If they're going to show up, you can only trust that whatever is meant for you will find you. Whatever is right for you will. But it's important, I feel, that you're making space in your heart for good stuff. This is a new beginning, totally. If you're looking for love, it could be a very good sign to see the Two of Cups here. I believe that the Two of Cups starts within yourself, always. But with the Magician, we're talking about as within, so without. So the way you show up for yourself, again, self-care, self-love, it has a bigger impact. It is like an echo. And if you're looking for love, well, you're going to attract love, my friend, like never before. Like never before. And if you are in a relationship right now, however you feel about it, there could definitely be some type of decision that you have to make. Again, trust. Trust your inner wisdom. Trust your inner magic. Trust that you know yourself better than anyone. And that you will do what's right for you. And you are the hero of your journey. You know, the Page of Swords is the hero of the tarot, in my opinion. The Swords is pretty freaking heavy. This person is not holding the sword correctly. It's too heavy for them. What the hell are they doing? It's like they're not even looking in the right way. It's like this person is not necessarily the most qualified or the most... the strongest one or the whatever. But they still show up. They still show up. For themselves, for others maybe. And I believe that they trust. And I always felt that also, because I have a lot of feelings about the Page of Swords. I always felt like this not only was the hero of the tarot, but it's the card that protects you from every Tower moment. It is you choosing to see the situation in a certain way, to open your perspective. And it's deeper than you know. Again, the Three of Cups is about your guides. I'm going to pick some oracle cards. But Leo, this is deeper than you know. And when this Tower moment happens, again, which is connected to an accumulation of some sort, it's all gonna be about your perspective. A lot of information in this reading. Again, I'm gonna meditate on the freaking cards. I'll let you know in the comments below if ever something else come up, because I think this is an important one. Show the world the real you. Adjustments are required. Have you been focusing on what people say about you, how they perceive you? Again, it's how you make them feel. Think about that. Think about that. What does it mean for you to adjust? What do you have to adjust? And if the first thing that comes up, and I doubt it, because if you're still watching, you might not be one of those people that are like, I don't have anything to change. I don't have anything to adjust. It's other people that are the problem. If you're like that, I invite you to dig a lot deeper than this. We all have adjustments to make. We all have things to learn about ourselves and others. I don't care if people say, I know myself completely. I know who I am. Yeah, you might know who you are, but you always have something to learn. And the page or the tarot, are a lot about that. Are you willing to keep an open mind, to keep a fresh perspective, to still be the student, quote unquote? To acknowledge, like, I have a lot to learn still. I might be very confident, very secure. I might be in hermit energy, king energy. I still have the page of swords inside me. We all have page energy. It's learning every day about yourself. So yeah, that was a special one. A lot of information. I feel like it was going all different places, but again, whoever needed to find this reading will. If there's just one thing that spoke to you, my job is done. So I'm sending love, Leo. If ever you like the way I read tarot, you want to learn more about the cards, you want to learn to read tarot in a more soulful way, I have a Patreon. The link is down below. You can join me if you want. You can subscribe just for 1 month if you want, and come check out all the tarot lessons and the mystery readings. I'm sending love. I hope you find me there, and I can't wait to do your March reading, Leo. It's going to be a big month of March for you, so I'm excited to see what's coming up. This is going to be coming out at the end of the month, so stay tuned. Bye, guys.